Welcome back, guys. Another week of Newsletter with your host, Crozo Textmaster. And we got a few games being released. Some of them are, actually most of them are really good. And actually, the other ones for the PC sucked. A lot of them sucked except two, which caught my eye a lot. But there isn't no games that I see like to have a high, maybe a few games. PC-wise, there's no high replay value in those games. But let's get started with on what's on the agenda. The agenda on the list. First of all, the first game release is from Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, released tomorrow on the PS4. And a quick side note: all of these games except one, I'll tell you which one, will be released on the 11th, aka tomorrow. So there's plenty of games. Don't say there isn't no games. There's plenty of games that you can choose from. So let's so Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. It was first shown at E3, and I have seen the graphic. And if you play Life is Strange, it is exactly like that. Not the fact that you get time travel, but the fact that you can you have to explore and discover a mystery, like a mystery game. Not too much horror, but they portrayed it really dark when they showed the trailer, and I was really I have to admit, they done it real good. It really brought my emotions out, and I really want to like look at it like, whoa, what happened? I need to go. Why am I so able to explore? Well, so pretty much it's really, and it looks like it's been played back like in the mid 60s, because they have like hardcore equipment. I think this like during the Cold War, because some of this equipment or the way they sound, it kind of sounds like that, like a bad fuzzy stealing, and some old music playing in the background that you will hear typically. Which I kind of like how the games do that, use the past a little bit, like maybe an alternate universe. But that's good. Like I said, be-released for the PS4. So that's the game I wouldn't mind watching. Now, here's the game I wouldn't mind playing. Toy Soldiers War Chest. Released on the PS4 as well. And PS4 and Xbox One, I didn't see that on my list. So that is really good, because you look like you're a bunch of random games, and you're like little toys. You playing like soldiers for like the 64, like Little Green Soldier or something like that. I can't remember the name. And you're like, oh look, I'm a little green soldier. No, now you're thinking of those little action figures, and you're gonna be playing with like toys, like toy cannons and other situation, and like in a not real life situation, but like in a more bedroom-ish, or like what kids would put you in, and it's a full-out war. Literally, it's just like armies versus army. And so far it looks like what I know, they had G.I. Joe, the G.I. Joe toys in there for sure, or Cobra mostly, and the Assassin's Creed, and that looks really nice. And there's probably other games in there which I'm really excited. You know, you can finally live out your fantasies that your little kid have, freaking G.I. Joe versus some other random TV show that would never mean no possible way. But now with this game, it has become a reality in Virtual Console and on a console. So that is really good. I wouldn't mind playing it. If I had a PS4, I might recommend this to my brother. Maybe buy it and ask him to play, if I could play this. But it looks really fun for me. Next game is this is more like an arcade game, and I'm gonna say it's an arcade game because this game has a lot of replay value, and it's a really nice co-op game. It holds up to 4 players, and it's really good. It's kind of like Magica, but in a bird view kind of sense. If you play Black Ops 1 and you go on zombies, there's an option before you click on the map. It's an arcade, and nobody plays the arcade because it's so easy and it's just like random bullets and you don't have to worry. But if you played it just see what it is, that's what it is. You're gonna be playing with warrior, valier, wizard, and like elf, I think. And you're pretty much gonna like go out. Each one has their own abilities, and you're gonna go out and explore. I see this as a high replay value game because it's 4 players. It could go up to 4 players. So it's co-op. It's couch co-op, which I like couch co-ops. No lag, and you can laugh with your friends, make a joke instead of going on Skype, setting up some things, and having a delay, and just talking about something serious, and that's what I like. So that game, I wouldn't mind getting it. Also for the PS4. So that is good. Next game is for the PS3 and the PS Vita. They released it in Japan. You can watch videos in Japan now. If you want to be interested, you could just type in it. It's called X-Blaze Lost Memory, and pretty much, like, I've been into dating sims / visual novels, and this game does a good job of it. It's pretty much your girl who lost her memory, and you're kind of exploring it right now. And when you have to do a quest, it's really like Legend of Zelda-esque. Like Legend is like the first Legend of Zelda from the NES, kind of like that. And you have to like explore and do dungeons and stuff, which is really good. But the cutscenes and the storyline and the audio, by looking at it, it looks well developed. You know, and I could probably be into this game, you know, and I might, you know, consider buying me a PS Vita and buying Lost Memory just so I could play on the road, because I've been looking for a lot of good games to play. And when I play these games, I only play them once, you know, and just keep them, because these games are really good. So, Lost Memory will be released as well. I don't know how I feel of putting them on a PS3, to tell you the truth. It will probably be ported to the PS4, just for the sake of money-wise. But for now, I think the PS Vita is the best way to go and not waste your money on the PS3. So you have a PS Vita, I recommend buying it. If you don't buy it, because you're not gonna play it. You're only gonna play it once and waste a lot of money. PS Vita, you're probably gonna play it multiple times, because probably have more than one ending. You know, I like games that have more than one ending. It gives them replay value and like reason and other like strategies. You know, what else can I do? What else items can I get? So that is something good. Now the next game, I would consider about doing it, but I'm still thinking about it. But I'm actually, I guess I do. It's called Super Mega Baseball Extra Inning. It's pretty much like playing baseball, but in the goofiest way possible, with like miniature characters, and it's kind of like sandlotting, but not really. And you're really dumb looking. And when I mean dumb, I mean you probably could play this once or twice, depending on your style of gaming. Personally, I would just play it once or twice and end it. I ain't gonna pay my money on this because it's not very attractive. I've seen it. It's not my style. It's not my cup of tea. Now, we all heard about, you know, World of Tanks, or, you know, War Thunder. You know, and sometimes I just love playing those games. But, you know, some days I just don't want to be too serious. So I just want to, but I still want to use tanks. Why not get a cartoon version made by Nintendo? Brave Tank Hero. It's exactly like that, but with the goofy non-mathematical equations in it. Now it's all about just shooting and hope you hit. And the best of all, those invincibility frame, you can never predict them. You know how Nintendo is in their invincibility frame. It really throws the game off, and I love it. You can purchase it on the eShop for the Wii U and the 3DS. Personally, I'll go for the Wii U because, well, nothing more than a very high-end game forced in a very low graphic setting. Why not? I would totally like to play War Thunder, made by a child, colored by a child, and made and sold by adults. That's what Brave Tank Hero is. That is what it is, and it's really goofy looking. And then I wouldn't like to say I wouldn't even put this on casual game. I would put this on. Let's see what dumb things I could do today, because that's what it is. I don't know why Nintendo would do something like this. Maybe it's a good game, you know, and I'm not gonna give it. You know, I'm not gonna keep hating on it. But let's see how the game is. I'll look up some gameplay. But I'm gonna say it's one of those goofy games that you just shoot and play once, play the game through once, and then sell it back to GameStop or whatever your local game pawn store. Now the next two games are for the PC, and this game, think of it like Mario Galaxy, but instead of the 3D, it's a platformer. Instead of like a 3D render of the world, it's like a platform. And instead of Mario, you're a squid with a helmet full of water. Now right here, you're allowed to kind of mess with the gravity of the universe and travel through puzzles and explore as well. And what I love about this is that you're not Mario, and yet you have Mario's qualities. So the airscape, the fall of gravity, that's what it is. And I would like this game looks really nice. It's actually well done. It's like the Demon Curse, I think, Demon Heart. I can't remember the last game I said. It's kind of like that, but you get explore a little bit more, and it's a little more puzzly. It's a puzzle slash platformer when I look at it, which this game looks really fun and probably has a high replay value. And I like high replay value because that makes me and my money worth, and they have, you know, thoroughly thought out a good game plan, not just once and twice and gone. You know, that's what probably everybody's gone to Rapture would be. You know, I've gone to the Rapture after playing this game. But that is what I like, and the fact that it's very simple-ish. It's for the PC. I haven't looked up any pricings on this, but I wouldn't mind if it was like 15 bucks. I wouldn't mind paying 10 bucks because that's how it looks. You know, 10, 15 bucks. I don't mind paying within that range because that game looks really well done. Would it be co-op? Probably not. It's definitely an indie game, I'm gonna say that. Now, this next game will be released on August the 13th, 2 days on Thursday. It's Ping 1.5 plus, and pretty much you're playing as the ball. Instead of you're playing ping pong, you're playing as the ball this time instead of the paddle, and you have to hit yourself, like propel, use other motions, slow down a little bit, and make it through puzzles. And that's what it is. You have to go through stage after stage, messing with your own thing. I mean, yeah, you could probably, man, you could say, well, what's hard? You could control your own gravity. It's not that. It's about timing, because when you move, everything slows down. It's not like, oh no, I'm gonna keep the same speed and just launch it. No, you're like literally slow down just so you can guess, hold that, and then shoot. And you can't slow down all the time, then it will take too long. So that is something. And also, if you like let it just drag out, you're probably gonna miss your shot, and you probably have to fling yourself back. So that game is really very puzzly game. And, you know, I like that's a good puzzle game to play. And I want to say, you know, go purchase it, but if you get real bored and you have a couple of bucks to spend, and go for it. Now, what's happening this week? I did record the final boss or final stage of Klonoa, but that isn't the final episode. I'll put finale on it, but there is a few extras going out, and I swear it's gonna be worth your time if you watch the whole thing. So you're gonna see me freak out. So that's all. After Klonoa, I don't know what game I got next. I don't know what game I plan to do next. My schedule is very busy next week. I have to work pretty much 6 out of the 7 days, and pretty much my day off is pretty much only an hour. I have an hour meeting to attend still, so I'll still rest. It's just they're gonna expect me to do something that day. But my other days, they're not busy. They're busy, but I still get out in a reasonable time and get my proper amount of hours. So that is something looking forward to. So, but that is all. Tell me what you think of any of these games. Maybe any games that you thought could have been interesting and I didn't say. You know, just anything. You can even say, I hate this video, dislike. Don't go for it. I dare you. I'm just kidding, don't dislike it. But even tell me like if something went wrong. You know, I want to improve my quality. That's the end of this episode, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.